Tonight's headlines are brought to you in part by Coldwell Energy and McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Lemus. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. A video captures a thief on camera and police are asking for your help. Also tonight, the Lieutenant Governor is back in the CNMI and ready for work. And students in the Micronesian region visit Saipan leaders. In sports, Micronesia Rivalry on Guam shore. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Sipping on a delicious drink from McDonald's may have you thinking, what makes these drinks just hit different? Don't overthink it. Just enjoy it. It's more than a drink. It's a McDonald's drink.
Cool off this summer with McDonald's Minute Maid Slushies. Try the new Tropical Mango or returning favorite, Strawberry Watermelon for a limited time.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the WAMI and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Wednesday, July 20, 2022. Police are looking to identify a burglary suspect who broke into a grocery store in Lower Dandan. The Department of Public Safety has released video surveillance footage of a burglary and theft incident at the Twins supermarket in Lower Dandan. In the video, the suspect is seen taking stuff and putting it into his pockets and a bag. He is described as a medium-built male wearing a long-sleeve shirt, long pants, and a bucket hat with a strap-on headlamp. The store owner called police on Tuesday morning to report the burglary after they noticed a door was left open. They also reported a box truck, also known as a box van, was missing. The vehicle was later found abandoned along the Talantun Joaquin Doy Road along Finasisu. A full inventory list from the company is still pending. DPS would like to remind the public to be diligent when purchasing or when being offered any suspicious items from unknown individuals. The public is highly encouraged to call 911 if you have any information on this case. If you want to remain anonymous, you can call the CNMI Crime Stoppers hotline at 670-234-7272. Crime Stoppers pays up to $1,000 for any information leading to an arrest. CNMI's Lieutenant Governor Arnold Palacios is back in office after a medical emergency that required off-island care. The LT says he feels great and he is living a healthier lifestyle. The time away from home has allowed him to reflect on his decision to run for governor. After 45 days out of office and under heavy sedation, CNMI Lieutenant Governor Arnold Palacios is back to work and ready for the November election. Palacios returned to Saipan over the weekend after being medevaced to Honolulu, Hawaii for further medical care. While the lieutenant governor was away from home, work, and family, he took his gubernatorial candidacy under deep consideration.
I thought about this. I really looked at the different options that one would look at. Quit, right? Pack it up and just go home.
Palacios says he was alone for most of the time as visitation wasn't allowed due to the COVID-19 lockdown. After days of pondering, he finally made a decision.
At the end of the day, I made a decision that I think there are so many people that have committed to the cause, and we're at that stage now that, I have 10, 11 candidates on my slate, and me and Dave and a lot of other people. At the end of the day, we're going to offer what we've been offering from the start, and an alternative to what we have today.
And thinking further down the line, Palacios also addresses the current campaign strategies he's observed in the community.
I'm going to make a recommendation to my team that we kind of tone that down and really concentrate on the issues and be a lot more civil with each other, and maybe between the governor's team and our team and Tina's team, I think we can get it done without creating such a divisiveness in our community.
During a media briefing on Tuesday, the lieutenant governor shed light on what happened the day he was rushed to the hospital.
When I was sitting down at the witness stand, that chair that I was sitting in is very uncomfortable. It's like a bar stool. So my back was starting to get tired. And so I tried to get off that chair to stand up, and my knees collapsed because my knees were numb. And that's why I ended up on the floor. And when I ended up on the floor, somehow my back just went into spasm. And that's why I keep yelling, my back is really hurting.
The lieutenant governor does have a pre-existing neuro problem, which was addressed in Honolulu. Now, he is on a low-sodium diet, on strict maintenance medication, and has quit smoking cigarettes for more than a month now.
It was really quite an ordeal. I don't want to go into specific details of it, but let me say this: I'm very, very, very grateful to all our members of our community. I've had people that call me up, tried to get a hold of me, but I know that our community was praying for my health, and I'm forever grateful to all the members of our community.
Marijuana and guns are legal now in the Commonwealth. One lawmaker proposes a bill to update criminal convictions to match today's laws. Different types of laws have changed over the years, and what may have been a crime before is now legal. Representative Selena Babauta believes it's time to update the system and provide expungement of criminal records of certain marijuana-related offenders.
As we all know, the cannabis law has been effectuated here in the Marianas. It is legal now, both recreationally and medicinally. So I think it's only appropriate that we update our criminal justice records or statutes to conform with existing law.
Her bill was formally introduced to the House on Monday, with Representatives B.J. Atau, Joel Camacho, Karina Magofnia, Ralph Yumo, and Speaker Edmund Villagomez as co-sponsors.
Those who were previously convicted of misdemeanor possession, as long as it's not a part of another crime, and those who were convicted of possessing 30 grams and below, will be expunged should those records will be expunged should this bill become law. and we've looked at model legislation within our region. Guam, Hawaii, we went all the way as far as California to look at their statutes, and that's how we came up with the threshold of 30 grams and below.
The bill also includes previous gun offenders. The Second Amendment in the U.S. Constitution protects the right for Americans to bear arms, and over the years, the U.S. Supreme Court has issued several rulings expanding gun rights.
These are antiquated, convictions. They were convicted in the 70s, 80s, and we need to update that and potentially allow these people to have an opportunity to gain meaningful employment with the federal agencies and the like. So we're hoping to give them a second chance.
The bill has been referred to the JGO House Committee, where they plan to seek comments from Criminal Chief Prosecutor Chester Hines and other related agencies. High school students around the Pacific region are in Saipan, meeting leaders to talk about pressing issues and learn more about the public policy process. The Junior State of America Civics Institute Micronesia is a program designed to expose high school students to pressing issues in today's democracy and focus on a solution-oriented action plan. Participants speak with decision makers who shape public policy and help the community. JCA students are touring Saipan with visits to the Judiciary Branch, Legislative Branch, and Executive Branch. KSPN speaks with the students who share what their experience has been like so far.
My name is Gwyneth Danis. I'm Chukis, but I was raised on Pompey. So far, we've been learning about our debates and public speaking and environmental justice. And for debate, it's been helping us a lot because when we came here, we didn't really have like that confidence to talk and speak in public. And so speaking in front of people we just met has been it was really challenging at first.
My name is Julianne Limtiaco. I am from Guam, born and raised, and I go to Notre Dame High School. I'm going to be a rising junior.
All right, tell us about your experience here in the JCA program and visiting the CNMI and learning about the government.
So this was my first time traveling by myself, and it is a very short plane ride away, so it was nice. And arriving here, it's very close to home, so I do miss it a little bit, but it's really nice to see everyone interact with each other, and it's really nice to make such close friends in such a short period of time. Learning about the government, being in debate class, environmental justice class, it's an experience in and of itself because it's two experiences in one. It's a travel experience and it's a learning experience.
The students met with Governor Ralph Torres this afternoon, who shared his political journey, experiences, and accomplishments. The governor also talked about issues that all islands in Micronesia share.
The only revenue we really have is tourism, and it's more difficult for FSM because of transportation. At the end of the day, that's the biggest problem. So if we're able to subsidize or get an airline with a cheaper or perhaps even better schedules, then you can see growth on the economy for our island nations.
JCA participants will be leaving on Saturday, ending their week-long summer experience. But they will be going back home with more knowledge, friends, and memories.
My name is Francis Labaretti. I am 15 years old. I'm from Kushrai, and I attend Kushrai High School.
All right. Tell us about your experience so far here in the JCA program. What have you learned?
So far, I've really enjoyed my stay here in Saipan. I really love the people because they're really nice. Everyone is nice and everyone is friendly. We're like family here. And I appreciate our program, our director, Mr. Kevin. It is truly an honor to be traveling around Saipan and meeting all these leaders, the legislative branch, judiciary, and the governor.
So my name is Alicia Josephine Reyes Huichep. I'm from Pompey. I'm representing the island of Pompey, and I'm representing my school, Our Lady of Mercy Catholic High School. I'm really thankful for the JSA program because it taught me a lot. We are currently taking an environmental justice class, so we could go back. We're learning environmental solutions, so I could go back home and I would spread it to my people and hopefully have a talk with our higher-ups and then help them help our island.
My name is Courtney Servet, and I'm from Palau, and I go to Midsenti High School, and I'm going to be a senior this coming year.
My name is Dilus Masami. I also go to Midsenti High School. I'm from Palau, and I'm 16, and I'm going to be a rising junior.
All right. Tell us about your experience so far in this JCA program and what you've learned.
I've learned a lot with public speaking, debating, and environmental justice. And what I like about this country, it's really hospitable. And the people here are too nice. They're too nice, unlike some places. And the food, too. Good food.
So I've learned mostly public speaking because, I've never, because we've done debates back home, but it wasn't as this. And I really got that thrill of debate. So I've really fallen in love with debate. Also environmental justice, about stepping up and taking care of our environments and moving forward.
All right, coming up, officials want to learn more about small businesses. Stay tuned. It's okay to take a friend or parent's medication. It came from a doctor, right?
Using someone's prescription is really risky. Taking any drugs for which you have not been medically screened is not only dangerous, but taking an opioid that was not prescribed for you is also illegal. Never borrow and never share prescribed medication. Your life and your loved one's life could depend on it. Talk to your doctor about prescribed opioids. Never mix with alcohol, and remember, never borrow, never share. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. Motorists and residents see the fourth fuel rollback in the CNMI. CNMI gas companies have decreased fuel prices once more. It's the fourth rollback this month alone. The price of 1 gallon of regular gas has dropped down to $5.86 on Saipan. Tinian's gas station changed their prices today as well to $7.49. Rhoda is expected to follow suit this coming weekend. Small businesses play a vital role in the economic development of the Marianas, and officials want to learn more about them. The Governor's Council of Economic Advisors are conducting a small business survey to assess current needs and challenges business owners face every day. The survey is part of GISEA's 10-year economic strategic plan. Joe Guerrero, who serves on the board, states they want to address development and retention issues.
So one of the tasks associated with that would be to really find out from businesses, small businesses in the CNMI, what matters to them most. What are the issues before them, and from the information gathered through this survey, we'll be able to address some of their needs and recommend policies to the legislature and to the governor as well, on how to help businesses who need help the most, especially as we're working through this pandemic.
GISEA is collaborating with the CNMI Small Business Development Center Network and the Saipan Chamber of Commerce with this survey to better their service to clienteles.
What we will be doing is really focusing in on the results of this survey to tailor our training and our counseling to the community's needs. So as Joe mentioned, it addresses the challenges that small business face when getting into business. So, whether that be financial or advice. In other areas, we really want to be the first point of contact for anyone interested in starting a business.
The survey is online and your identity stays anonymous. Most of the questions center around challenges in managing a business and intercommunication with other business agencies. They hope to engage with at least 300 small businesses across the CNMI for better results. The closing date will be on August 1st, followed by a summit that will discuss the results. According to Guerrero, right now there are many funding opportunities and networks to help business owners in both starting and growing their venture.
I think the approach right now is really we need to help small businesses, especially that need it most, and work through rebuilding our economy after years of this pandemic and even years of low economic turnout due to various reasons. So we hope to join forces and really leverage everyone's resources and help each other as best we can.
Mercelin Palick, who heads the SBDC Saipan chapter, says they are a new network who can offer direct assistance to businesses.
We're no longer under the Pacific Islands SBDC under Guam. Our host is the Northern Marianas College, and what that means is that we're able to serve our CNMI better. We'll have more resources and, that immediate assistance from SBDC. Our presence is bigger here, and we really want to grow our clientele.
All small business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs are encouraged to visit SBDC for a one-on-one confidential counseling. Their office is at the NMC campus, Business P. You can also save the date for the Business Summit scheduled for August 10 at the World Resort Taka Ballroom to engage with other stakeholders, such as the Office of the Governor and the Commonwealth Economic Development Authority. Be sure to take part in the survey, which you can find online at cnmieconomy.com/MB survey. The survey is also offered in the Korean and Chinese language. All right, folks, don't go anywhere because we have sports up next.
All workers have the right to a safe workplace. Employers must provide a workplace that is free from recognized hazards and comply with applicable OSHA standards, including proper reporting of injuries. Training needs to be done in a language and vocabulary employees can understand, and an OSHA information poster must be displayed prominently in the workplace. Workers, you have the right to raise a safety or health concern with your employer or OSHA without being retaliated against, and request an OSHA consultation of your workplace if you believe there are unsafe or unhealthy conditions. OSHA can help. Free assistance to identify and correct hazards is available to small and medium-sized employers without citation or penalty. So look out, speak up, and stay safe. Job safety and health, it's not only good practice, it's the law. Check out OSHA.gov or call 664-3154 or 3155.
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
The registration for the 20th annual Hamley Charity Classic Golf Tournament is now open. The tournament will be open to the first 144 paid registrants. The early bird fee is $120, which includes the green fee and the awards luncheon. The fee increases to $140 after September 3. For an additional $30, players may compete for optional play prizes. The registration forms are available at www.saipanhotels.org, Hamley's Facebook page, and at Laulau Bay Golf and Resort and Coral Ocean Resort. This annual golf tournament is scheduled for September 17, 2022 at the West Course at Laulau. This year's tournament will benefit the Northern Marianas Technical Institute. The show time is at 6 a.m. and the tournament will start at 7 a.m. The awards banquet will follow at the Laulau Bay Golf and Resort. What goes well with summer? Well, the beach, of course. And what goes well with the beach? Volleyball, of course. More action from a recent tournament on Guam that brought a number of teams over from Palau for a little inter-island rivalry. Our Chris Nelson has more.
Republic of Palau sending up a large number of teams to play on Guam at Jimmy D's. On the women's side, it was an all Guam final, but on the men's side, it was all Palau. Palau back to serve. You don't get that sandy without leaving your feet. Low serve, and Saki sees some empty real estate and hits it over on 2 right on the back of the line. Now he's back to serve. The big toss, and then he's going to go up and block and find pay dirt again as the set comes over the net a bit early. Back to serve again, and then he's going to capitalize once more. Partner getting in on the action. He's going to look for some space too, and he's going to find it down the line. Side change. And another point here. Another side change. Fans on their seats. Should be on their feet. And the big block forces the shot to go out of bounds. That's what a big block will do for you, and they're starting to taste the victory. A little float serve here, handled, but not real well. And they say when in a fiddle, go deep middle. And that shot means a point. Game point here. Tough serve down the line, but Saki handles it. Set goes up, and the spike goes down. That is the game.
Girl, let the force be with you.
Can I do for the men too, please?
Team Palau takes the final in the one-day tournament held at Jimmy D's. Tournament organizer Tatiana hands out the hardware to the hard-working participants. On the women's side, Team Guam, led by Kristen, who led her team to victory. Kristen also one half of the combo that played in the mini-games here in the NMI and were champs of the Marianas Cup held on Saipan just prior to the mini-games. Guam volleyball action from Jimmy D's. Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News. Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Hi, I'm Dre, one of the personal trainers here at Goat's Gym, and today we're going to be going over the leg press. Now I have here with me is Vince, and he's going to show you how to execute it properly in 2 different ways. A common mistake that you'll often see is leaving your hands free, either up here or on your lap. I strongly recommend you holding onto the sled and create that tension in the upper body, which then allows you to create more range of motion. So with his current foot placement, he was feeling it on his legs, his quads. Now with a simple adjustment by placing his foot a little higher on the platform and his toes pointed out slightly, he's going to transfer that tension, which was previously on his legs, onto his hamstrings and glutes. Again, he's going to grab onto the sled, creating that bracing effect up here.
And for the KSPN2 weather report, partly sunny with scattered showers, east-northeast wind 7 to 9 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Northeast wind 5 to 7 miles per hour, high 87, low 78, humidity 82%. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with scattered showers, south-southeast wind 6 to 8 miles per hour, high 88, low 78. The marine forecast combined seas of 3 to 5 feet are expected as a benign trade swell remains dominant. A disturbance will bring showers and thunderstorms to Saipan and Tinian today and to the whole region starting Thursday. East wind 5 to 10 knots, wind waves 2 feet or less, east swell 3 to 4 feet. The sunrise will be at 5:56 a.m., high tide 12:52 p.m., low tide 7:01 p.m., and the sunset 6:50 p.m. Well, there you have it. That is your Wednesday edition of the news, sports, and weather here in the Marianas. We thank you so much for watching Channel 2 News. We hope you have a great night, and we'll see you back here on Friday.